Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well today. Um, Today is Wednesday. It's January 8th. It is a windy day here in New York City, but otherwise a good day. It's sunny outside. Um, I'm doing well. I had a good day today. I'm doing well. Um, I wanted to make this video today. It's a follow-up to a video I made on January 4th. And in the January 4th video, I was mentioning that I contacted filmmaker Michael Moore to asking him to make a documentary about community gang stalking. In that first video, I was primarily talking to other XJWs who have been victimized by community gang stalking and asking them to share their stories with Michael Moore. And I wanted to make a follow-up video to that one, and so that's the purpose of this. In that video, I was talking primarily to XJWs. In this video, I'm going to be talking primarily to the people from the world of community gang stalking and giving them a little bit of a update and so on. So one of the things I wanted to do first was explain something about that January 4th video. I was laughing a little bit in that video. Um, it, it's a strange thing, but I'm going to explain what I was laughing about. Um, Jehovah's Witnesses are taught that the head of women is men, right? The head of man is Jesus Christ. Head of Jesus Christ is God. So, and that teaching has always irritated me. The idea that a full-grown woman has to ask a male and get their authority and approval and all of this nonsense, right? So that teaching has always irked me just a little bit. And I've always felt, well, I have my own voice. I don't need a male. I can just, say what I need to say, blah, blah, blah. And here I am asking a male named Michael Moore, could he please make a documentary? So as I made that video, I was thinking to myself, that damn call, it wins again. They just screwed me over yet again. So I couldn't get, the irony of that. But there you go. Hopefully Michael Moore will make the documentary, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he will. But as I mentioned, this video is for those who are in the world of community gang stalking, right? To get this documentary made, I'm dependent upon the XJW community as well as the community gang stalking community. Um, and so I need the participants from both groups to come together and work together to get this thing made. We all need to convince Michael Moore that we're willing to cooperate with him to get this done. I realized that for us, for XJWs, the incentive alone is to educate the public. Not every XJW gets targeted for community gang stalking, right? Many of us have been targeted, but not all of us. So for those of us who have been targeted, when we talk to Jehovah's Witnesses or XJWs who have not been targeted, they don't believe that we're telling them the truth. They believe that we're making this up. They think that we're just trying to give the call a bad reputation. So this documentary is important to a lot of us who have been targeted. It's important to us to get to get proof of this, that it's happening, and get your testimonies as part of the documentary, so that so that we're believed. I mean, it's hurtful, and it both hurts and annoys me when another XJW tells me I'm making up being a victim of community gang stalking for 25 years. I'm lying about being harassed for 25 years. It's not right. It bothers me. So, um, like I said, this documentary is important to me, and I get a little, I feel very strongly about it. That being said, I'm dependent upon those in the world of community gang stalking to help me get this project off the ground. And I realize that that means I need to, you're going to need some type of incentive. Um, I'm not sure how this all works out. I don't know how. You know what I mean? I don't know how you guys get. Were you paid? I don't know how the agreements work out. Did law enforcement confiscate those payments? Like what what all transpired? I have no idea. So I don't know how to get you guys incentive to be in a documentary, but I am trying. I am trying. So I'm going to update you. What I did today was I contacted Senator Chuck Schumer. I asked him what happens to the funds that you guys are supposed to be paid for your harassment of us. What happens to those funds? They're confiscated by law enforcement, and then what? Um, and again, I'm hopeful. This is what I suggest. What I suggested to Senator Schumer. I informed him that I've asked Michael Moore to make this documentary. I've informed him that as incentive to both the handlers as well as the participants, if we could issue those funds to you after you've been interviewed for the documentary, after you participated in the documentary, if those funds could be released to you, that might serve as incentive for you to do this project. Now that doesn't mean that he's going to say yes. I have no idea what will be the decision on that. But was thinking that that might be a good incentive for you guys to participate in this project. So if you're thinking that's a good idea, and if you agree with that idea and you're willing to be interviewed for the documentary, provided those funds are released to you, I'm asking that you please contact Senator Schumer or whatever senator for the state that you're in, as well as contact Michael Moore and let him know your role in community gang stalking, and let him know that you're willing to be part of the documentary, provided that you are compensated. You just explain what you need, what you would need to be willing to be part of the documentary. But that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to reach out to those in the world of community gang stalking. If you could share this video with as many of your peers as possible, that would help out a lot. We need as many people willing to be interviewed as possible, as many handlers as possible, as many participants as possible. So if you could circulate this video to all of your peers, that would help me a lot. And again, I just ask them to reach out to Michael Moore and let them know that they're willing to be interviewed for this documentary if he chooses to make it. Um, that being said, I want to clarify, I want to make two things clear, right? So the first thing is, and I made this clear in the last video on January 4th, and I want to keep making this statement each and every time I talk on this subject. I have no intentions to sue any handler or any participant, anyone that carried out the actual harassment, right? I have no intentions of suing either one of those parties, anyone in either category. Um, if there's evidence, presented that shows that a cult authorized the harassment of me, then I do intend to sue the cult, right? So each time I talk on this subject, I'm going to make it clear that I'm not suing. I do have no intention of suing, anyone who was either a handler or anyone who carried out the harassment. All right. The other thing I want to make clear is, I get that we aren't friends, right? We're on opposite sides of the street when it comes to this issue. We aren't friends, but hopefully we aren't enemies either. What I'm hoping for is that we can just get this issue on the table. We can share our experiences and share the facts with the public so that we can educate them on this subject. And that's all I'd like to do. I don't want us at each other's throats. I don't want us, you know, angry and bitter at one another. I want us to just get this subject out into the open. Um, we need to work together. That's the only way we can get this, this terrible um, thing, and it's terrible because a lot of people don't know about it. Especially, I think about a lot of XJWs who may not be familiar with this kind of harassment and the mental torment that they're going through. Because I remember when it first started for me, I thought I was having a nervous breakdown. I had, I was really, you know, and then when I figured out that it must be related to a cult because it started when I left the cult. That's when it really it hurt to realize that a religious cult would be involved in something like that. That's when it really started to it bothered me. Um, so that being said, I really hope that we can work together to get this documentary made and share our stories and share what we learned from these experiences, and hopefully, others who are experiencing this problem, it can help them. You know, so I'm gonna thank you guys for watching, and listen, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully, like I said, reach out to Senator Schumer and to local authorities and ask them about this subject. Ask them if those funds that were confiscated can be issued to you in exchange for you appearing in the documentary. And again, it's important that we get Michael Moore on board with this project, so please contact him as well. So thanking you all in advance, and hopefully we'll be working together soon. Take care. Bye.